Greetings of the day to everyone. Today, me, Mrs. Muskan Khatwani, your science faculty, is going to start a new chapter for class 7th, chapter 1, Nutrition in Plants. So, let's discuss this chapter. Nutrition in plant. So, what does this term nutrition means? What is nutrition? Yes, nutrition is the act of providing nutrients to the body of living organism. Why? So that they can do all the activities to keep themselves alive. Okay, so all the activities which are going on in our body, and we used to do the activities, for that we need energy. Okay, we need the nutrition, and that we get from where we get this nutrition? Yes, we get it from food. Okay, and what are the different components of food? What are the components of food? Yes, components of food are the chemical substances which provide nourishment to our body. Okay, and they also provide us energy, they promote our growth and repair our worn out tissues and protect our body from various diseases also, right? Okay, so as we all know that living organism obtain energy from food. Alright, and what are these different components? Carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So nutrients enable the living organism to grow, okay, and to do all the activities, to carry out the provide energy to carry out the life processes. What are the life processes? Different life processes are going on: respiration, excretion, right? Okay, movement. So all these occur with the help of this nutrition only. So the process of taking in food by an organism and its utilization by the body is known as nutrition. Okay, so a cell is what is cell? Cell is a mass of protoplasm having a distinct nucleus surrounding by a jelly like cytoplasm. अब ये न्यूट्रिशन कहाँ जाता है? आपकी सेल्स के पास. Okay, now just tell me one thing. When you eat food, do you directly get the energy? No. What happened to that food first? Digestion. Okay, first you will ingest the food, and then the food will get digested in your stomach, and after that what will happen? What is the third step? Ingestion, digestion, and then assimilation. What will happen with this digested food? It will reach up to your cells. Okay, and in cells what will happen? Respiration. What is respiration? Release of energy. Okay, it is the process of release of energy. All right, and the energy which is being released, now it will help your cell to do various activities. Okay, it will provide energy to your cell. All right, so nutrition is not a single word, we can say. It comprises of so many parts. Okay, so here in this chapter we will discuss about nutrition in plants, how the plants take their nutrition, what is the process of photosynthesis, what is the mechanism, what is the importance of photosynthesis. Alright, we'll also discuss about various kind of heterotrophic nutrition in plants, just like saprotrophic, parasitic, symbiotic, etc. We will discuss the special mode of nutrition also, various kind of food products which are synthesized by plants we will discuss. Okay, and how we can replenish the nutrients in soil. Okay, so now come back to our topic, that is nutrition we were talking about. So there are two modes of nutrition. First is autotrophic and another one is heterotrophic. Okay, all right. Alright, so two modes of nutrition we have discussed. The mode of nutrition in which an organism can make its food by own, okay, and what they use, simple substances. ऑलराइट, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन. अगर कोई वो मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन जिसमें ऑर्गेनिज्म अपना खाना खुद बना सकते हैं, then that is called autotrophic nutrition. And the organism that prepare their food, what these organisms are called autotroph. Okay, this process is called autotrophic nutrition. This nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition, and organisms are called autotrophs. So who are autotrophs? What are the examples of autotrophs? Yes, you might be thinking about the green plants. You are exactly correct. So green plants are the autotroph, and some bacteria also, cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. Okay, other than these, no other organism is autotroph. Now you may ask one thing, that ma'am, my mother also cooks food by herself. Okay, she prepares food for all of us. तो वो भी तो खाना बनाती है, तो वो भी तो ऑटोट्रॉफ हुई. इज़ योर मदर अ ऑटोट्रॉफ बिकॉज शी प्रिपेयर्स फूड बाय हरसेल्फ? No. Why not? Because to prepare that food she needs some ingredients. Am I right? If she has to prepare rice, then if she has to prepare biryani or some pulao or some rice, then what she needs? What are the ingredients for that? She needs rice, she needs water, she needs salt, she needs oil. Okay, and what are these? These are all the plant products. Okay, so we get our nutrition either from plants or from animals. All of us directly or indirectly depend on plants and animals for our food. Okay, so we are not autotrophs, we are heterotrophs. All right, so I was telling you about the autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotroph, auto means self, trophos means nourishment. Okay, so the organism in which autotrophic mode of nutrition is found, they are known as autotroph. Autotroph range from simple green plants to algae to complex forms like the large branched trees. Okay, छोटे से छोटे ग्रीन प्लांट्स और एल्गी से लेकर के बड़े से बड़े कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म भी एग्जाम्पल्स होते हैं ऑटोट्रॉफ्स के. ऑलराइट, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स. So how the plants are able to prepare their food? With the help of photosynthesis. Now what is this photosynthesis? Photo means light and synthesis means to prepare, to build up. Okay, so what is the whole meaning of this photosynthesis? Photosynthesis means building up by light. Okay, so the process by which green plants make their food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is known as photosynthesis. Okay, so what is the reaction for photosynthesis? What they use? What are the raw materials which are being used? The raw materials which are being used are CO2, plus H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, and what are the products? C6H12O6, that is glucose, plus oxygen is released. Alright, so this is the chemical reaction for photosynthesis. Okay, so what happens? Green leaves are called the kitchen of the plant. ओके, बिकॉज इन्हीं सेल्स के अंदर फूड प्रिपेयर होता है. कैसे होता है एंड हाउ दे इनटेक दीज रॉ मटेरियल दैट वी विल डिस्कस इन details. Okay, so what are these tiny structures which are present in the leaves? Chloroplast. Okay, they are having chloroplast with them. Okay, what these chloroplast will do with, they carries chlorophyll. Chlorophyll क्या करेगा? It traps the sun's energy, the solar energy. Okay, chloroplast contain a green pigment, chlorophyll, that makes the leaf look green, and it absorbs the sun's energy. सन की एनर्जी को, सोलर एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा एंड इट कन्वर्ट इट इनटू केमिकल एनर्जी. ओके, उसको किस में कन्वर्ट करेगा? केमिकल एनर्जी में. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज द क्लोरोफिल. ओके, सो क्लोरोफिल की प्रेजेंस में ही और सनलाइट की प्रेजेंस में ही फोटोसिंथेसिस पॉसिबल है. ओके, I hope this must be clear with you. All right. Now, I have told you the chemical reaction also. So, this is the overall equation for photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 6H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll provide us glucose and oxygen. Okay. This is the overall equation. So the food prepared by the green plants is in the form of simple carbohydrate, that is glucose, as I have told you now only. What is the formula for glucose? That is C6H12O6. Okay, 6 atoms of carbon, 12 of hydrogen and 6 of oxygen are there. This is called glucose. All right, so the chemical energy is stored in the form of food that is prepared. Now for photosynthesis, leaves need water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air. All right, water and minerals are absorbed from the soil by the roots and carried to the stem and finally to the leaves through water conducting tissues, that is called xylem. Okay, so plant किस फॉर्म में प्रिपेयर करता है अपना फूड? It prepare in the form of, it prepare the food in the form of glucose. Okay, now ग्लूकोज के फॉर्म में जब फूड बनाता है तो इट नीड सो मैनी मटीरियल्स ऑल्सो, रॉ मटीरियल्स. व्हाट आर दीज रॉ मटीरियल्स? CO2 फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई टोल्ड यू. तो CO2 वो कहाँ से लेगा? CO2 इट विल टेक फ्रॉम द एटमॉस्फेयर. एंड वाटर एंड मिनरल्स कहाँ से लेगा? रूट से. सो आर यू एबल टू सी ओवर हेयर जो फूड बना फ्लोएम के अंदर? सी इन दिस पिक्चर द फूड विच इज़ बीइंग प्रिपेयर्ड by the leaves. Now that will be transported to the whole plant. It will reach up to each and every plant part with the help of phloem tissue. Okay, phloem tissue will give this food to each and everyone. Leaves खाना बनाती है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है ना that other plant part doesn't need the food. They also need the food. So how they will get their food? Through these phloem tissues. Okay, what are the function? What is the function of these phloem tissue? To transport food, and this transport of food is also called translocation. Okay, what is another name for this? Translocation. All right. अब जो ग्लूकोज प्लांट ग्लूकोज के फॉर्म में जब प्रिपेयर करते हैं तो ग्लूकोज इज़ कन्वर्टेड इनटू सुक्रोज एंड देन ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू द होल प्लांट थ्रू फ्लोएम. ओके, एंड एक्स्ट्रा ग्लूकोज इज़ कन्वर्टेड इनटू starch and being stored in the plant. Okay, now we have understood that how the food reach up to the plant part, that is the prepared food. Now what about the raw material which are required to prepare this food? Water and minerals. See, everybody knows that water is being absorbed through the roots only. All right, so how it will reach up to the leaves? how it will reach up to the each and every plant part. So how each and every leaf will be able to do photosynthesis if they will not get the water? They need water to do photosynthesis. So they get water through xylem tissues, right? Xylem tissues are there which are present and उनका function क्या है? Water transport करना. Okay, you might be thinking, ma'am hasn't told us what are tissue. See, tissue क्या होता है? Group of cells. Okay, we know that our body is made up of so many cells, right? As if I can say that a building is made up of brick, right? Similarly our body is made up of cells. तो आपकी बॉडी के अंदर सेल्स क्या करती हैं? दे मेक स्मॉल स्मॉल ग्रुप्स एंड जस्ट डिफ्रेंशिएट देमसेल्स एंड जस्ट टेक अ पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन टू डू, है ना. हर एक ग्रुप का अपना फंक्शन होता है, अपना काम होता है करने के लिए. एज इफ यू गाइज आर having 40 students in the class, okay, and I have made group of 10 students or 5 students, you can say, right? So first group is responsible to check the incomplete work of science. The other 5 are for English, the other 5 are for Hindi, the other 5 are for computers, right? So these 5 students will do similar work. So what they are being called, उनका ग्रुप क्या कहलाएगा? एक टिश्यू, ठीक है. सिमिलरली लाइक दैट ग्रुप ऑफ सेल्स doing similar function are called tissue. I'm repeating myself. Group of cells doing same function. Okay, what they are called? They are being called as tissues. ओके तो मैंने यहाँ पर आपको अभी 2 टिश्यूज़ के बारे में, बहुत सारे टाइप के टिश्यूज़ होते हैं, बट राइट नाउ आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू जस्ट अबाउट 2 टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यू विच आर वर्किंग इन प्लांट फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ वाटर एंड food. Okay, so first I told you about xylem. What you will pronounce it? Xylem. And next I told you about phloem. Okay, phloem is responsible for the food transport and xylem is responsible for the water transport. Okay, all right. So I hope this must be clear to you that how the water reach up to each and every plant part. All right, now I have told you that glucose sucrose में convert होता है. So what is sucrose? Sucrose is also another form of sugar. Okay, in previous class we have studied about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are of 2 types, sugar and starch. Okay, so that is also glucose, fructose, sucrose. These are all different types of sugars. All right, now what are the raw materials for photosynthesis? Water, we have discussed, that is absorbed by the roots of the plant from the soil and is transported to the leaves through xylem. Okay, and what is xylem? I hope it must be clear to you that xylem is a network of pipe that run throughout the stem, root, branches and leaves. Okay, roots of the plants absorb water from the soil through osmosis. Now let me discuss what is osmosis. To know about osmosis, first of all tell me one thing. Will plant keep on absorbing the water for the whole day? क्या प्लांट हर वक्त वाटर एब्जॉर्ब करता रहेगा? The whole day and the whole night, will it not stop any time? No, it's nothing like that. Plant doesn't absorb the water for the whole day. Then why, when it will start and when it will stop? Can you tell? See, I'll tell you. Osmosis will explain this concept very clearly. Okay, see in this picture. What is osmosis? It is the movement of water molecules from high concentration to low concentration, okay, through a semi-permeable membrane. To explain osmosis more clearly, I would like to give you an example of raisins. All of you must have seen the raisins, किशमिश जिसको बोलते हैं हिंदी में, right? What will happen if you will put them into water overnight? Yes, obviously they will get swollen in the morning, right? So, how they get swollen? How the water get inside? Can you explain? This is osmosis. See, now do one thing more. Take that swollen raisins and put them for 2-3 days more into the water. What will happen? Will they become more bigger? No. उतनी ही रहेंगी ना. अब क्यों नहीं absorb कर रही water? Why they have stopped absorbing water now? And why they have done it earlier? See, I'll tell you what happened. Earlier, the dry raisins were having वाटर कंटेंट वेरी लेस इन देम, राइट. जो सूखे हुए रेजिन्स थे, किशमिश थे, उनके अंदर पानी बहुत कम था. एंड आपने उनको जिस बाउल के अंदर डाला, द बाउल वॉज फुल ऑफ वाटर, राइट. सो कंसनट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर वॉज मोर इनसाइड रादर देन more outside rather than inside. So what will happen? What I told you, what is osmosis? Movement of water molecule from high to लो कंसनट्रेशन. जहाँ ज़्यादा होगा वहाँ से कम की तरफ जाएगा. ठीक है, कब तक जाएगा? जब तक कि दोनों की कंसनट्रेशन इक्वल नहीं हो जाती. तो जब वो प्रॉपर स्वॉलन हो जाता है, एंड ये होता कैसे है? थ्रू अ सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. एंड हेयर what is the semi-permeable membrane? The outer covering of that resin. It will act as a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, why it is known as semi-permeable? Because it doesn't allow all the materials to get inside. अगर मैं उसके बाहर चीनी रख दूँ या नमक रख दूँ या मैं कुछ और फ्रूट्स के पीसेस काट के रख दूँ, तो क्या वो सबको अपने अंदर लेगी क्या? No, it allows only few material to get inside. So that's why it is called semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so osmosis is the movement of water molecule from high concentration to low concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So similarly, this process occurs in plants also. What happen? जब जो पानी होता है, पानी की कंसनट्रेशन जब प्लांट के रूट्स के अंदर कम हो जाती है. सी रूट्स जब वाटर एब्जॉर्ब करेंगी, देन दे हैव टू ट्रांसपोर्ट दैट वाटर टू ऑल द प्लांट पार्ट्स. एंड व्हेन दे विल स्टार्ट दिस, व्हाट विल हैपन? उनके अंदर रूट्स के अंदर वाटर की कंसनट्रेशन कम हो जाएगी. जैसे ही उनमें रूट्स में वाटर की कंसनट्रेशन कम होगी, व्हाट विल हैपन? इफ़ द सराउंडिंग्स विल बी हैविंग मोर वाटर, देन इट विल स्टार्ट एब्जॉर्बिंग द वाटर. अब हाई कंसनट्रेशन से लो कंसनट्रेशन की तरफ रूट्स में वाटर एब्जॉर्ब होने लगेगा. एंड इट विल कीप ऑन गोइंग until and unless the concentration will not become equal outside the root and inside the root. जब दोनों में concentration equal हो जाएगी, the roots will stop that process. Okay? So here the membrane of root act as a semi-permeable membrane, and the concentration of water is higher in soil than in root, so water will move from high concentration to low concentration. Okay, I hope now you will be able to answer my question, right? Osmosis must be clear to you. Just check in this picture also. All right, soil particles are there surrounding these roots. सो हाई कंसनट्रेशन है इन सॉइल पार्टिकल्स के बीच बीच में वाटर की. सो इट विल स्टार्ट एंटरिंग ओवर हियर. ओके, लो कंसनट्रेशन की तरफ. ऑलराइट, सो वाटर पासेस अप टू द स्टेम इन द जाइलम एंड देन इट विल रीच अप टू ऑल द प्लांट पार्ट्स. ओके, now next raw material is carbon dioxide that we will discuss in our next video. Thank you.